Hello, dear listener. This is, I'd like to introduce to you our series of audio studies in the book of Jeremiah. Now, this study is a very significant study. It was a study that was developed over a period of more than 5 years by our late beloved Bible teacher, Mr. Harold Camping, and is very, very, very pertinent to our day, directly relates to our situation today, because in the book of Jeremiah, God gave us the example of how God dealt with the nation of Israel in the days of Jeremiah, and how parallel that is to our day today, when God's judgment rests upon the local congregations worldwide, no exceptions, and when God is saving only outside the local congregations in our day. And the disclaimer that we need to indicate regarding these Jeremiah studies is the fact that at the time that these studies were developed, it appeared very strongly, there was strong biblical evidence that Christ would literally return on May 21 of 2011 to and raise up all the true believers with him to be in the air, and leaving behind all the unsaved on this earth. And there was further evidence that there would be a 5-month period during which those who remain on this earth, the unsaved, would experience torment, and that's based on Revelation 9, verses 5 and 10. That would be for a 5 months period. That period of 5 months is mentioned in those verses, which would bring us to October 21, at which point God would completely destroy this present universe by fire and recreate a new heavens and new earth. Well, at the time, as I say, the evidence was very strong that that would occur on that date, but then that date came and went, and there was no appearance of Christ. There was no resurrection of the believers to be caught up with Christ. And then we waited another 5 months until October 21, and again, absolutely no occurrence then either of any kind whatsoever in terms of supernatural activity, because and so therefore and actually when that day came and went, Mr. Camping himself acknowledged the fact that God had not given to us the whole picture. Now, it's true that and by the way, that did not invalidate the timeline that had been developed, wherein the creation occurred in the year 11,013 BC, and the fact that the flood that there have been precisely 7,000 years from the flood of Noah's day and to the year 2011, that turned out that was exactly 7,000 years, and and based on some 2 Peter 3 verse 8, where God talks about a day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as a day. And based upon God's statement to Noah that in 7 days there would be a flood upon the earth, all of that definitely pointed to the year 2011 as a significant year that Christ would return. But Christ did not return on that date. Therefore, we can think of one other example in the Bible that is similar, which is when God sent Jonah to Nineveh in the book of Jonah, and told Nineveh that the city would be destroyed in 40 days. And the people there repented. They cried out in sackcloth and ashes, and God repented of the evil that he had said he would do, and did it not. And so when we think of May 21, 2011, we realize that was a significant year and a significant date. And it points us to the fact that during this very last harvest time on planet Earth, God's focus will be on saving those who are completely outside the local congregations, even as the people of Nineveh were completely outside the nation of Israel and had no prior exposure to the God of the Bible that we read about in the Bible. And so, dear friends, we know today, and by the way, we have published a study on this question, is God still saving? And you can click on that link and go read that. We have a tract that condenses that information into just a few pages, or you can read the in-depth study wherein we show how from the Bible that God is saving right up until the last day. And so again, as we introduce this series of studies in Jeremiah, again, they are very relevant to our day. But just bear in mind, when reference is made to salvation ending on May 21, 2011, we can know absolutely that Christ is saving right up until we see on the last day, when we see Christ appearing in the clouds with great power and great glory as lightning shines from east to west. And may you be blessed by this series of studies. Thank you.